So the race against time, I think we have almost won it.
Being well organised and having an experienced team, it shows.
The technical challenge of building the best boat is part of our sport.
We're running on the same kind of timeline as a boat that's just on a refit.
The main objective of this new boat was to build a boat that is polyvalent.
The boat has a different layout to before, so the cockpit layout is quite different. We have doors going in from the side, and this opens up a very different layout for the ergonomics. And then a big change from a lot of the previous IMOCAs that Boris has had is that this boat has wheels. And so from the wheel, you can look forward and you can see and you can drive really nicely. So why don't we go on board and have a look.
The cockpit is going to be here. This is the cockpit floor on this height. Here will be the main winch. The big winch, the rope will come through here. Here will be the pedestal. The steering wheel will be here, but higher up. So we will be standing here steering.
So here we are in the cockpit. The control system's right in one place. So the cockpit's a bit smaller than Malizia 3. It's more narrow and long, and it's easier to access all the ropes and all the controls. And then just here is the helm station. And we even have a little display in front of us with all the sailing numbers and some of the extra values like trim and heel and rudder angle and tow. Or we have a seat we can flip down, and then you can close this. You can lock yourself in like that. It was an idea of one of the sailors, of Will Harris, to have a unicycle seat. So we didn't know it was a thing, but you get off-road unicycles. There will be this big, huge bike seat, very comfortable. And so like that, it's adjustable, just like on a bike. So people who are at different heights can put themselves here, sit, that plate is just in the right spot. You sit on the bike seat, and then you're very, very well supported. So the idea is that you can drive even when you're going 35 knots and you're going through the waves, because otherwise you're going to be getting thrown around like this, and it makes it harder to steer well. So in here, it's direct access into the cockpit, and it's kind of separated by this bulkhead. So here is going to be the navigation station for the navigator, and there's one both sides. And this is for the sailors if they want to have a little break. If they're on watch, we call it a watch seat. So we have a place there where somebody can sit, but immediately be into the cockpit in 1 second.
Someone will sleep there.
Right where you're standing, so just going across here is going to be one of the bunks.
In the aft cabin, we also have another bunk.
So where are we now?
So now we're in the aft cabin, which is sort of the main living space. You can stand up in here. And again, we have 2 doors, one each side. And in here is going to be where the kitchen is. So the kitchen will be in a box just down here. And here you'll be able to charge, everyone can charge their technology, so phones. And we also have a big bunk each side. With all the learnings from Malizia 3, we really decided what we need in the cockpit. And also understanding that we can live in the cockpit a bit more. The boat is enclosed. Again, we have some nice seats here so that you can be well supported and wedged in directly in front of the rope. It's just a simple lightweight seat. And again, you can control the autopilot, the foil, the ballast, charge your phone to have a little bit of comms. And then we have all the instruments right here. The VHF, water from the water maker, everything in one place. And also small computer screens, but there's 2 of them. So we just have one out right now for the guys to have access. And this allows the sailors to have one with navigation and one here with lots and lots of numbers. We have ride height at the bow from an IFM sensor. We have trim, we have our ballast values, again from pressure sensors from IFM that are in the pipes of the ballast tank. So we have the ones on the deck spreaders, and then right up on the bow, it will be a real test for the robustness of the technology, and we're confident it will work well. And underneath the bowsprit, at the very, very front of the boat, Just there, we have one more radar sensor. And this one we need to basically, to be able to measure a plane, we need 3 points spread out. So we have the ones on the deck spreaders, and then in the front of the boat, there's nowhere else to put it except for in front of everything. So it's right on the bottom of the very front of the bowsprit, in front of the bobstay. And like this, it should get a pretty accurate reading because there's not much spray, because the boat hasn't kicked up spray yet.
Load the boat step by step. After it will be ready for training. Push 100% but only a few hours. It should be ready for racing at end of August for the start of the Race Atlantic. When we design the 6th of July to launch the boat, it was because earliest moment to launch it. Usually there is approximately a week of work. If you can have 3 months to test the boat for a race, it's the best. We have 1 month because crossing the Atlantic, so we will do it this time.
Everyone was prepared, everyone knows how to manage their own jobs list. We all still worked incredibly hard. When the boat left CDK, it was almost ready to go. So even a boat that's just come out of a refit that's not a new boat, you run on this kind of the same timeline. You might take a week to prepare the boat and get sailing again. We're running on the same kind of timeline as a boat that's just on a refit that isn't a new boat. So for me, that's great. We have the new One Design mast. So we went straight into a static test and we test all of the cables and everything to a set load, double checking that everything can take the loads that it was designed for, and everything was fine.
What they're doing is load up the composite, checking that the structure is baked and sound. They're loading up quite a lot. Some of those probably seem to explain it, but in a static configuration, not going up and down, it's staying very stable.
There's also the 90-degree test for stability. Lift the bulb of the boat, bring the boat to 90 degrees, and then take a measurement of the righting moment at the tip of the mast.
And see if the boat has to come back when it is like 100 degrees, the maximum variation angle as well, and the maximum power of the move.
IMOCA class lets us know if we pass this stability test or not. For now, that's good. Doing a traction test. So testing the electric motor to see how many horses she has under the bonnet. We're going to be pushing the electric motor pretty hard, so we should see. And that's around 620.
L'hybridation, c'est des choses assez nouvelles pour nous à l'IMOCA. Donc voilà, on est dans la R&D, dans la compréhension des choses. On va le reprendre, on va réfléchir, voir comment ça peut fonctionner. Il faut qu'on observe aussi les autres bateaux qui sont équipés sur des motorisations hybrides et on prendra des décisions dans un deuxième temps.
Launched the boat on Monday. Mast in, 90-degree test, static test, traction test. yeah, sailing on Wednesday and we had no issues.
And then we can start actually putting everything on the boat. All the boat, sail, start working. Once we put everything on the boat, get ready. So
with a boat like this, you need time to validate. Time on the water in the beginning is very precious. We have to also learn how to trim, how to set up the boat best. We tried to figure some of this out in the simulator, but then the reality, we really need to validate what we think is right and to learn the boat. The biggest difference is actually made by us when we sail the boat, at least in certain conditions. Maybe on day one we can already conclude that we're really happy with the boat and that we feel a good balance and that it just foils in lighter winds than before and that it feels good on the helm.
I don't know, I've been watching Boris in the pit and it looks like it's a boat that he's sailed on for years. He's whipping things off the winches and running around the cockpit like he knows the boat already, which I'm still looking at ropes like, am I pulling the right one? And he feels very at home, so.
It could be after 1 hour of sailing that we think this is a great success.
And we managed to get foiling over 20 knots of boat speed and the boat felt fantastic.
that the third boat, which is as finished as that when we launch the boat, I'm pretty confident that it will work quickly. We can be ready to race at the beginning of the Ocean Race Atlantics. It will not be ready to before 11 hours. They know the boat very well, we'll know the boat very well. I think it's where we want to go. We should be really faster than the previous generation. I think through the next few weeks.
Time will tell. It's probably not before mid next year or end next year that we can really conclude something. We can't expect everything to go smooth in the first two transits, but let's see.
And now it's time for the sailors to start the hard work.
You have so many variables, so that it's impossible for us to have the perfect, to be at the top level of the boat's potential in the first year. This will be a process, and hopefully we can pick up quite quickly on this during the ocean race.